This video will just be a very brief introduction to the triage function on class and how it might help your center while working remotely. Triage is a way to enter clients into class before their service has been provided, and it makes sure they're included in any conflict checks. You can visualize it like a virtual waiting area. It's useful because it offers a way to take basic details and notes about a client's situation prior to delivering the service. You can then change the service type and add further details once the service has been delivered. I'll just briefly show you how you would do a new intake using the triage function. So you would go to the new intake tab, choose the service type triage, fill in any required information, add any additional parties, and then save and close the service. You can then leave the service screen and go to the Triage tab, where the triage service you just created should be. If you click into the Triage Service, this is where some of the functions that might help you working remotely can be found. So if you go to the Actions tab, you can add intake notes, you can add action notes, you can add communication notes, for example, conversations between the client and the lawyer to create appointments, emails, that kind of thing. You just need to go to the Actions tab and add a new action. If you need to upload any documents, you can do so on the Documents tab as well, just like with a regular service. Once the service has been delivered, you can then change the service type to, for example, legal advice. You would then fill in the required information. You can also change any problem types or add new problem types as required. You can also assign it to a solicitor using the Assigned To tab. You then click this conflict check button. So from this screen you can see that there's the option to add them as a new client or add the service to an existing client. If it's an existing client, the name will come up in this search on this screen, so you can tick that box next to their name and press existing client. Otherwise you can go to new client. So that will then convert the service to a full service. Once you've done that, you can then go to the client screen if it's a new client and fill in any extra details required. So that was just one example of how your center might be able to use triage to help with working remotely. If you've got any more questions, please feel free to contact us at the class help desk.